Yeah, let's cover the second part of general applications of percent. So this is number 3 of the homework sessions, and this is the second one of solving general applications of percent. This is going to be more word problem pieces. If there's another way you enjoy doing it, feel free to do so. So when you're solving word problems, you need to know what you're looking for. And if you don't know what that is, what the item is, then you're going to let a variable represent it. You're going to use the formula percent times whole is equal to part. The percent always needs to be in decimal form to find it. You're going to solve it. Does the answer make sense for the question? And then you're going to write a sentence with correct units that answers the question because it is a word problem. So the first one we have here is Latondo and a friend enjoyed dinner at a restaurant, and the bill was $68.50. They want to leave an 18% tip. If the tip will be 18% of the total bill, how much will the tip be? Well, the tip is the part. So the tip is the part of the bill. It's not the whole bill, it's part of it. All right. So part equals the percent in decimal form. Remember to move from a percent to a decimal. You take that percent and divide by 100. So 18 divided by 100 is 0.18. So there's my percent. I'm going to write percent times the whole. And we're going to do this by doing 0.18 times the whole amount of the bill, which was $68.50. And we're just going to multiply those two times 68.5. And I got 1233. So how much should the tip be? $12.33 is how much the tip should be in order to leave 18%. Okay. I want you to pause the video and do the next one yourself. Actually, you're going to do the next two yourself, but we'll do one at a time. Okay. So pause the video. I'm going to read it to you first, then you can pause. Aubrey and her sister enjoyed a special dinner in a restaurant, and the bill was $81.50. If she wants to leave an 18% tip as well for the total bill, how much should she leave? Pause the video, do it exactly as I did the one above, and then come back to see how you did. Okay, let's continue. So the tip is going to be the percent in decimal form, 0.18, times the entire bill, which is $81.50. And we're just going to multiply those. 0.18 times 81.50 is $14.67. Don't forget your dollar sign. $14.67 is the amount she should leave. For a tip. I expect you to write a different sentence. Make it your own, but that's mine. The next one is Irene had lunch at her favorite restaurant. She wants to leave 15% of the total bill as her tip. If her bill was $14.40, how much will she leave for a tip? Pause the video, attempt this one on your own, and then come back and see how you did. Okay, the tip that you're going to leave at the restaurant is the percent in decimal form. So 15% turned to a decimal, dividing by 100 is 0.15 times the entire bill, which is $14.40. So how much times 14.40 is $2.16. Don't forget your dollar sign. $2.16 is how much, or is what she should leave for a tip. However you want to write it, is how much she should leave for a tip. Okay. All right. The label on Cheyenne's breakfast cereal said that one serving of cereal provides 85 milligrams of potassium, which is 2% of the recommended daily amount. What is the total recommended daily amount of potassium? Well, we're looking for 2% of what is 85, right? So 2% of the whole is 85. So there's another way we can do this. If we want to solve for whole, that's just the part divided by the percent. So if we want the total or the whole amount, you can use whichever word you prefer, is equal to the percent in decimal form. Make sure I'm writing this correctly. Yeah, divided by the part. The percent in decimal form divided by the part, which is the 85 milligrams. Okay, the percent is 2%, but we have to have it in decimal form. 2 divided by 100 is 0.02 divided by 85 milligrams. And our answer should be answered in milligrams as well. So 0.02 divided by 85 is percent times whole part. Well, that sucks. I think I did this wrong. Because it's percent of total is equal to part. It's not part times total. So let me back up here. Hold on. I'm making mistakes. Because part is equal to percent times the total. So total should be the part divided by the percent. It should be flipped. I'm sorry, I had these mixed up. It should be part divided by the percent. So these are mixed up. Oh, I just messed this up. All right, so let's try this again. Bear with me. Sorry, y'all. Oh, rewinding. The total is the part divided by percent. Let's do this to where it's not so nasty looking. Take one of these other papers so we don't have to look at this. So the total is equal to part divided by the percent. There we go, in decimal form, okay? The part is 85, and the percent was 0.02. Now let's do this. 85 divided by 0.02, there we go, 4,250. So 4,250 milligrams mg of potassium is the recommended daily amount. And I'm cool with RDA because that's what they call it as well. All right. So let's move this one up so we don't have to look at it so much. I am going to leave this one here for you to have for this next one. So you can pause the video after I've read it. 1 serving of Wheat Square cereal has 7 grams of fiber, which is 29% of the recommended daily amount, the total amount. So what is the total recommended daily amount of fiber? Pause the video, go part divided by percent, make sure the percent is in decimal form. So you're going to have to divide it by 100, and then you'll get the total amount of fiber. Pause the video. Okay. For the rest of you, we're going to go total is equal to part divided by percent. Part is 7 grams. Percent is 29 divided by 100 is 0.29. And then 7 divided by 0.29 is 24. Oh, that makes sense because it's almost 30%. So 24.1 is what we're going to say because we decided as a class to go to the one place value to the right. So 24.1, and what is this? Milligrams? No, grams of fiber is the recommended daily amount. All right, the next one. 1 serving of rice cereal has 190 milligrams of sodium, which is 8% of the recommended daily amount. What is the total recommended daily amount of sodium? Same concept. We're looking for the total, so it's the part divided by the percent. So go ahead and pause the video and attempt this one yourself. All right, part is the 190 milligrams over the percent, which is 8. 8 divided by 100 is 0.08. Dividing 190 by 0.08. And I got 2375, 2,375 milligrams of sodium is the recommended daily amount. Okay, let's go to the next page. All right, Liliana, with 2 N's, received some gourmet brownies as a gift. The wrapper said each brownie has 480 calories and 240 calories of fat. What percent of the total calories in the brownie comes from fat? So we're looking for percent here. Okay. And percent is equal to part divided by whole. Now that's only going to give us a decimal. That's going to give us a decimal. It's not going to give us a percent. So to get the percent, we're going to have to take our answer and multiply it by 100. Okay. And then add the percent sign. The part is 240. The whole is 480 times 100. Now to put this in your calculator, you can go 240 divided by 480 equals, you'll get an answer. It's going to be a decimal. Then go times 100 equals, watch this, 240 divided by 480 equals times 100 equals, and that is 50. So what percent of the total calories in the brownie comes from fat? 50% comes from fat. Okay. You're going to have to go part divided by whole times 100, and then make sure and do not forget your percent sign. Pause the video after I read this next one and you can do that one. Elijah's planning to make muffins from a mix. The package says each muffin will be 230 calories and 60 calories will be from fat. What percent of the total calories is from fat? And it says round to the nearest whole percent. All right. So the percent is part divided by whole times 100. And go ahead and pause the video and attempt it yourself. All right. Part is the 60 calories. The full calories is 230. And then we're going to have to multiply it by 100. So 60 divided by 230 equals times 100 equals. And I got 26.08. Now they want us to round to the nearest whole percent. So that would just be 26%. 26% comes from fat. I think that was that. Yep. 26% comes from fat. All right, let's go to the next one. The brownie mix Harmony plans to use says that each brownie will be 190 calories and 70 calories are from fat. What percent of the total calories are from fat? Same concept. Percent is part divided by whole and then times 100. Pause the video and attempt this one yourself. All right. Part is 70. Whole is 190. So put this in your calculator. 70 divided by 190 equals, and then times 100 equals. So 36.8% comes from fat. Okay. Go to the last one. Oh, that was it. That's it for this one. Get the homework done and let me know what questions you have. Sorry about the mistake.